All right, guys, this is part 2 of the notes for Wednesday in November 18th in geometry class. I'm looking at the Advanced Pythagorean Theorem worksheet, and I'm looking at example 4. Carrie works due south of her apartment. Her friend Sarah works due east of her apartment. They leave for work at the same time. By the time Carrie is 5 minutes from their apartment, the distance between them is 1 mile more than Sarah's distance from the apartment. How far from the apartment is Sarah? All right, so let's draw a picture to do this one. Okay, so let's say on example 4, let's say here is the apartment right here. It says Carrie works south, so I'm going to go south. And her friend works east, so here's east. And this makes a right triangle because they went perpendicular directions from each other. They leave for work at the same time. Carrie is 5 miles from her apartment, so she went south 5 miles. The distance between them is 1 mile more than Sarah's distance from the apartment. So at this point, they're here and here. Sarah traveled this distance x, and now the distance between them, the hypotenuse, is 1 mile more than what Sarah traveled. So here's Carrie, here's Sarah. Okay, and it says how far from the apartment is Sarah? So what they're asking for is this length right here called x. So let's use the Pythagorean theorem. So we have 5 squared plus x squared, because these are our legs, equals x plus 1 squared, which is the hypotenuse. So 25 plus x squared equals, now remember here we need a FOIL. We've got x plus 1 times x plus 1. That gives me x squared plus x, and plus 1 times 1 is 1. This is just like the other one. 25 plus x squared equals x squared plus 2x plus 1. So in that previous line, I combined my like terms. And then x squared and x squared, they cancel each other out. They're listed on the same side, or excuse me, on both sides. We can subtract it from both sides and it would be gone. So 25 equals 2x plus 1. I'm going to subtract 1. So 24 equals 2x. And I'm going to divide by 2. So I get 12. And so they wanted to know how far is Sarah from the apartment? So she is 12 miles away. Okay, and last one, and then you can work on the assignment. Example 5. The foot of a ladder is 10 feet from the wall. The ladder is 2 feet longer than the height that it reaches on the wall. What's the length of the ladder? All right, so I've got a wall, and here's my ladder. Here's my right triangle. It says the foot of the ladder is 10 feet from the wall. So if this is the wall, here's my 10. It's 10 feet away. The ladder is 2 feet longer than the height it reaches on the wall. So let's say x is the height on the wall, and x plus 2 is the height of the ladder because it's 2 feet longer. We need to find the length of the ladder, which would be this piece, x plus 2. So Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus 10 squared equals FOIL x plus 2 squared. So I have x squared plus 100 equals, and remember FOILing is x plus 2 times x plus 2. So I get x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. X squared plus 100 equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. And nice again, x squareds cancel. I have 100 equals 4x plus 4. And I'm going to subtract 4. 96 equals 4x, and then divide by 4. X equals 96 divided by 4 is 24. So x is 24, and remember we have to answer the question still, what's the length of the ladder? So the length of the ladder is 24 plus 2. So this length is 26 feet. Okay, so if you guys look at your assignment, you have 3 triangles and 2 word problems. And I do want to start one for you because I want to show you what's going to happen. If I had, let's just say I started number 1 for you. On number 1, we're going to have 7 squared plus x squared, well, equals x plus 1 squared. That's how the setup is, and then you're going to FOIL over here. and it's just going to be like all of our previous problems. On number 2, there's something special. 8 squared plus x minus 2 squared equals x squared. You're still going to FOIL in this problem, but you have to FOIL over here. So let me just set this one up for you. X minus 2 times x minus 2. 8 squared is 64. And then here's our FOILing piece. X squared minus 2x minus 2x plus 4 equals x squared. So this one's different because we have x squared by itself. We haven't had that one before. 64 plus x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals x squared. So when you take away this x squared on both sides, you're going to have, we have 64 and 4, that makes 68, and we have negative 4x on the left side. If I take away x squared on both sides, I am left with 0, and that's okay. After that, you could take 68 and you could add 4x on both sides. So you have 68 equals 4x. Divide by 4. I think that's 17. Okay, so I guess I did one of them for you. So then you'd fill it back in and tell me the side length. So if x is 17, we have 8. What would be the other two side lengths? Okay, so we have a Zoom today at 11 o'clock, and this is kind of office hours. So I want you to show up to the Zoom and just touch base with me. But if you have any questions about the assignment, that's when you would ask me. Okay, miss you guys already. See you soon. Bye.